Are you a business owner who's trying to make an invoice, but you don't know where to start? I'm here to help you. Today, I'll be showing you how you can make an invoice using Google Sheets, and it's 100% free, so you don't have to pay for anything. Alright, but first of all, what exactly is an invoice? Okay, so let's think of it like this. Alright, you've bought something from the store. You'll get a receipt, right? With a list of items of every single thing you've bought and how much it all costed. An invoice, in simple terms, basically is the exact opposite of a receipt. Instead of getting a list of things that you've bought, an invoice is basically the seller asking you to give them money for what you're trying to buy from them. Okay, let's say you're a seller that sells clothes, alright? And the customer wants to buy a few things. So here's a list of what the customer wants to buy from you. So your job is to make an invoice so that when the customer sees the invoice, the customer's like, oh, okay, this is how much I have to pay. And then, yeah, that is your job. So let's do the job. Okay, so let me give an idea of what we're trying to achieve via this tutorial. So as you can see here, there's like a giant invoice header that says invoice. And then down here, we have the company, street, the address, the phone number, the email, website, and so on. And then right here, we have like the customer information. So we have the customer address, and then some stuff about the invoice, like the invoice number, date of issue, and then in the middle, basically we list out every single item that the customer wants to buy, and then the subtotal, the tax, and all that kind of stuff. And then right up here we have the company logo. And if you're wondering what company this is, check out my hoodie right here. Yeah. Make sure you buy future gross konbini stuff. And then down here we just have some additional information about the purchase. So basically we're trying to recreate this invoice, but instead of putting my information, you put your customer's information right here. Now let's actually make the invoice. So open up a fresh new blank spreadsheet from Google Sheets. So just press the plus button here, and then yeah, here we are. So you can start anywhere, it doesn't matter, but I like to start up here first. So first of all, I'll be doing the giant invoice header thing. So just select any cell. To select the cell, just double click it, and then to make it bigger, you can just pull this thing here. And then to edit the text and order, you just press this button. You can choose any font you want, any size, etc. I think you should be familiar with all this stuff. Okay, so we want to be doing this thing, which is the giant invoice heading. So just double click here, and then just type in invoice in all caps if you want. And then I think it's a bit small, so I'll just highlight everything. Go to here, and then I'll select the bigger font size. I'll maybe a 36 or something. Okay, 36 seems great. And if you notice, our cell, like the text in the cell, the text is bigger than the cell. That's what I'm trying to say. So what you can do to solve this problem is, yeah, you can, drag this down and then do this. But the problem is that every single thing here will be as wide as the invoice, and we don't want that because we want to use this again in later parts of the video. So what I recommend doing is pressing the cell that originally typed the invoice, and then pressing shift and this one as well, and then it highlights both of them. And then what you want to be doing is, there's a chorus starting, is you want to merge the cell together. Merge, okay, M-E-R-G-E. So this icon right here, it says merge cells. Just press that, and as you can see here, it merged both cells from left and right. Toilets. It merged both cells into one. So once you've merged the cells together, we want to make the company address. So basically, after you've done this, just go 1, 2, 3, and you can just press this thing, and you can type down the company address. Alright, so I'll just press anything here. I'll just do like 1, 2, 3. I don't know, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you can just type it like this, like your street address, your state, your country, zip code, and just do the exact same thing on this side. So here you want to type the company number, the company email, and company website. Yeah, company website. Okay, so just type it there. So obviously, just like just now, if you don't have enough space, you can merge the cells, but in this case, it's just a little off the cell thing. I will just stretch it out. Okay, nice. So we've done the first part of our invoice, which is the invoice header, the address, the contact info, and yeah, we're done. I think the gap here is a bit big, so I'll just make it smaller. You can shrink this down as well. Oh no, now the invoice is being choked. Yeah, there we go. Looks nice. Okay, let's move on to the next step. Alright, so now we've done the first part, which is the company info and also the header. Now we want to do the customer information and also some additional information. Alright, so you see the company address here? Just go around 3 cells below it, 1, 2, 3, and then you start right here. So first of all, you want to do a build to, BILLED, to, and then a semicolon. So basically, after this thing, we leave like 1 cell, or up to you, but I like to put 1 cell. And then right here, we can put the customer name and his or her address. So just type in it the same way you typed in the company information stuff. Alright, so we've done the customer information, which is basically customer's information. Now we want to do invoice information. Basically, stuff like the invoice number, when the invoice was made, when the customer should pay for their items and stuff. So go a few cells below. Maybe I'll do like 2 cells. I'll start here. So type in the company name, which in this case is konbini, and then go another few cells below it, and then type in the invoice number. Maybe I don't want to do all caps, maybe just invoice number. Alright, and then here you can basically just write down the invoice number. So what the invoice number is, if you don't know already, is basically it's like an ID but for your invoice, so you can easily track it down if something happens. Yeah, so just pick a random number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, oh, I just disappeared. Okay, so as you can see here, we don't want the number to go to the right side, we want it to go to the left. So press the cell, go up here, and then you see the lines here, just press this one where it aligns it to the left side of the cell instead of the right side. Okay, cool. And then down here, you want to type in the date of issue. Date of issue. Basically, it's when the invoice was made. Yeah, basically that. And then down here, you can just type in when the invoice was made. So I'll just write down a random date. Like, oops. I'll just write down a random date. Like, okay, cool. So we've done the customer and invoice information. Oh. And yeah, cool. So nice, we've done the customer information and the invoice information as well. So yeah, let's move on to the next part, which is the hardest part, but don't worry, I'll show you how you do it. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the list of items. So basically, in the list of items, it's just a list of every single item the customer wants to buy from you. So yeah, let's do it. So select any cell. Personally, I like to select the cell right here, which is the crossroad in between build to and also company contact number and stuff. So just select the cell and then write down description. So description will be a description of the item they're trying to buy, like a hoodie, a pants, I don't know, a cup. Basically, it's the item. Alright, right here you want to write in unit cost. Unit cost. And right here you want to type in quantity. And lastly, right here, just type in amount. Alright, so the description will be what the item is. The unit cost will be how much one of those items cost. The quantity will be how many of those items that the customer bought. And then the amount will basically be how much it costs altogether. Like let's say if one jeans costs $10 and you bought 2 of them, the amount will be $20. It's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, remember the list I showed you earlier? Let's put all of those information down inside of this thing. Alright, so we've done the thing here, and as you can see, the unit cost is missing something. It's missing the currency. And then this, okay, you might be thinking, alright, why can't we just put, $50, why can't we just put $50 like this? Okay, I'll tell you why. It's because, for the amount, we're trying to times the number here and here to get the amount, right? Like if you bought one hoodie, it will be $50 times by 1, because you bought one of them, becomes $50, alright, that's the amount. But you can't really times it if it has a dollar sign in front of it, right? You can't times 1 by a dollar sign. Yeah. So basically, to solve this problem, you just highlight everything here, and then you press format, and then you press number, and then you go down to here, dollar sign, or any currency that you are dealing with. If you're using I don't know, New Zealand dollar or something, then you can use that. But for this tutorial, I'll be using USD. Alright, cool. So as you can see here, all of the things that we highlighted just now, they're now all in USD, which is awesome. So this is the interesting part, the amount. So just double press on the cell, and then I'll introduce you to a new section of Google Sheet called functions. So basically, like the name suggests, it's like doing math operations, but it's doing it for you. So like plus, minus, times, divide. Okay, so to do a function, basically what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get this number times by this number, and then that is the amount. Okay, but we're too lazy to do it for every single one of them, right? If it's 5 items, you can just times it by your, by hand. But imagine if the customer bought like 1,500 items. I'm pretty sure you'll be too lazy to count it by hand. So just, yeah, I'll be showing you how to do this automatically. Alright, so press on the amount, the cell below the amount, and then go up here. So to do a function in Google Sheets, it's actually pretty easy. Just press the cell. Okay, let's say I'm going to use this cell, just press it, and then go up here, and then type in the function up here. Alright, so in my case, I want the unit cost times by quantity, which is how many, the quantity of the item that the customer bought. So I will do something like, okay, equal, and then to select this one, you can just press it. So it automatically selects the thing. So as you can see, it's in E12, so E12 here, and then times. So this is times. No spaces, alright? Do not do, E12 and then spacebar and then press the times. It doesn't work. There must be no spaces, alright? So E12 times by the quantity. Just press this. There, it automatically fills it in for you. So E12 times by F12, which gives you the amount, and then just press enter. There we go, $50. Pretty nice, right? But the problem is that this is for just this one item. We want it to be for every single item. Yeah, you can do it one by one, you can do this one by one, but it's quite a lot of work. So if you want to apply the same formula for every single item in your list, simply press the cell, and then you see this square here, just drag it until the last item, and it will apply the formula to every single one of the item. So let's say you bought 5 $2 konbini keychains, it will automatically apply the same formula. So it'll be $2 times by 5, and then it will give you $10. So yeah. Alright, so that is the list of items. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to do the subtotal, the discounts if you have any, the tax rate, and the total amount that the customer has to pay. Okay. So I'll be doing it here. So this is like one cell below your items list. So I'll be doing it here. So on the first cell, I'll be typing down subtotal, and then here I'll be doing discount. Okay. Here I'll be doing tax rate. Tax rate is basically how many percent the tax is. Alright, just how many percent. And here I'll be doing the tax itself, and then here I'll be doing the tax, and then here I'll be doing the total amount. Yes, you know what? I'll just leave the total amount for now. I'll be doing it like in the huge box here. Okay, so the customer clearly sees how much he or she has to pay. So yeah. Alright, so let's start with the subtotal. Okay, so the subtotal basically it's like all of these things combined together, and it becomes a subtotal. So there's a specific function that we use for subtotal. So remember what I said? If you want to activate your function thing, just press equal sign, right? And then now there's a function called sum. So just press sum. Okay, you can see the list of things here, but we want to use this one, sum. And then it will be like, oh, okay, like what are we supposed to sum up? So just highlight this, remember shift, and then select all of it, and then press the bracket again. So once you've done that, so basically it's trying to calculate the sum of here, this cell until here, and then just press enter. There we go. So the sum of everything here is $160. And then now let's do the discount. Okay, let's say this guy is a first timer, right? This is the first time this customer has ever bought anything. So you're like, okay, fine, I'll give you a 10% discount. So in order for you to automatically give a 10% discount without calculating it by yourself, just press the cell here, and then just like just now, just press equal sign to do the function, and then what you want to do is you want to press this thing, the subtotal, and you want to minus the subtotal by 10%. So it's quite easy to do this, so just put a bracket just so you can separate your stuff. So just put a bracket and then press this thing again, and then you want to press times. So what is 10% in decimals? It's 0.10, and then close bracket. So as you can see here, it's basically the subtotal just now minus 10% of it. So yeah, that is the calculation that we're doing. So just press enter, and then you should get the discounted rate. This is just the discounted price, right? So it has already been deducted, but if you want to show the customer how much discount you're just giving the customer, you can just ignore the first part, which is minusing your 10%, and you're just showing the 10%. Okay, now the tax rate. For the tax rate, basically you want to show how many percent of tax you're giving the customer. Yeah, basically, like let's say sales and goods tax is like 6%, so you just type in 6 right here. And then, okay, here's the problem you see, 6. Alright, we have to tell Google Sheet that it's 6%. It's not just 6. So to do that, just press text. You just press the cell. And it's really similar to how we change the currency and stuff. You just go to format and then number. And then look for percent. So percent should be right here. Okay, I've done a small mistake here. So I just realized that 6.0 is 600%. But if you want to do 6%, you just there, 6%. Okay, cool. Alright, so now let's do the actual tax. How much you're being taxed? Alright, to do the tax, it's quite similar to how we did the discount just now. So just press on the cell, and then you just activate your functions. And then after that, just press the discount, and then you want to times it by the tax rate. Yeah, the tax rate. So just times it by the tax rate, and then press enter. $8.64 here is how much you're being taxed. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the invoice total, which is a sum of every single thing that we just calculated just now. So yeah, I'll be doing it 2 cells below the text, so I'll be 1, 2, and then here. And then just type in a invoice total, and then I'll just write it out here. So to do the invoice total, we need a function. So just go up here, and then to the function equal sign, and then we want to add 2 values, which is the discounted one plus the text amount. Right, so it will be discount plus tax, and then just press enter. So this is how much the customer has to pay in his or her purchase. So yeah, well done, nice. I do think that I do think that the invoice total is a bit small, so I want it to be a bit bigger. Okay, so you can just highlight everything, and then make it bigger, and then I want to make this bigger as well. So oh, it's not even big. Okay, there we go. Now we can't see anything. Let me just merge. Remember, if it's really big, just merge. Alright, so you got some more space. Yeah, it's alright. I think it's a bit too big actually. Let me make it a bit smaller. There we go. Yeah, I'm a bit not happy with this. There we go, cool. So this is our invoice so far. It looks quite nice, but it's not done yet. What are we missing? You know what? Like, I want this thing here to be aligned with this thing. So if you want to move the entire thing, basically just select a cell, press shift, and then select the whole thing, and then go to like the edge, and then you should see like a hand here. Just drag it, just like that. Cool. We're missing a few things here. We're missing a company logo, some terms and stuff like that. So let's do that thing. So to insert an image is pretty simple. Just press here, insert, and then insert an image. And there'll be 2 options. There'll be image in cell, and there'll be image over cells. Alright. So what's the difference? So image in cell is basically it's going to put the image inside of the box. Alright. No matter how big or small the image is, it's trying to fit it inside. But the problem is that the cell can only be so large, right? Unless if you merge the cells together or something. So a safer way is to just press insert and then image over cells, right? So you can just upload the image here. So I'll do that in a few seconds. Alright, so I have my company logo over here. I can just resize it by pressing on it and then dragging it, making it smaller. I just want it to be on the top right, that's all. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Okay, so we're not done yet. We're almost done though. Don't worry about it. So we need a terms and condition. Like, okay, so you have to pay in a certain bracket of time. So let's say the customer has to pay in 1 month. So you can just select any cell. I'll just select this one. I'll just say terms. Payment is due by let's just say 27th of November. And then since it's too long, you can just highlight it and then just merge this all together. Alright, cool. And then just to make it just like a cherry on top thing, you can just insert this image, which I'll give you in the description. Yeah, you can insert this image, which makes you look professional. Yeah, but make sure you actually accept the payment methods. Alright, so you can just resize it and put it below, and then you have to say up here obviously, we accept payments via, and then you can just show the payment methods down here. Merge the cells. Okay, so we're nearly done. It's not done yet. Okay, it looks a bit empty. So now I'll be showing you how you can format your invoice to make it look a lot easier and a lot easier to read and understand. So yeah. Alright, let's start off with separating the parts. So I'll be doing this part first. Okay. So I'll just highlight this entire thing, and then up here there's this bucket thing. It says fill color. So what it does is it fills the cells with a certain color. So you can choose any color you want. I'll just choose is this nice? Yeah, it looks quite nice. So basically I'm trying to separate the company info from the customer info to make it more clear that okay, this is for the customer, this is for the company. And yeah, I think it's quite nice. What else should we separate? Okay, the item description, definitely. So I want this to be like a table, just a table, a chart. So I want borders between every single segments here. So you can just press this, borders, right? Just press this, and then you can see that there are all types of borders here. I want an outer border. There we go, nice. Okay, it still doesn't look nice. Let's make it a lot nicer. I can also put an outer border inside of an outer border to make it 2 outer borders. Alright, what else? Oh yeah, colors. I'll just color code these things blue or something. Okay, that's not a good color. Let's see here, this color? No, it's too dark. This color? Yeah, this looks quite nice. Okay, what else? Subtotal and stuff, definitely. To highlight the whole thing, like I said a few times already, is just press the cell, shift, and then press the next cell, and then yeah, you should highlight anything. I'll put this maybe green. No, it doesn't look quite nice. Let's try out this looks okay. And then border, obviously. Border. Lastly, for this one, we want this to be as bright and bold and eye-catching as possible, so that the customer will be like, okay, I have to pay that amount of money. So just select the entire thing. I'll put a very giant border here. And if you want to resize your border, this is a relatively thin border, just press this thing right here, border style, and then you can make it thicker. So as you can see, this is a very thick border. So just select everything here. I want it to be a really eye-catching color, so I'll just choose yellow or something. Okay, this is a very eye-catching color. Alright, what else? Yeah, I think this is it. So, we have done our invoice. Yes, this is how it looks like. And if you want to send it to someone, obviously you can send it in a Google spreadsheet file, right? So let me show you how to export your invoice. So first of all, if you export it just like this, there will be lines and cells all over the thing. So you don't want that. You want it to be like this, really clean and stuff. And yeah. So to do that, just press View, uncheck the guidelines, press File, and then press Download. And you can download it as a PDF, which is the safest way to send something to someone without the formatting being messed up. So just press it, and you can just save it to your desktop or something. Alright, so we've done it. This is our invoice that we've made by ourselves using Google Sheet. So yeah, it has every single thing that I've listed, and it looks very nice. All done. Alright, thank you for watching this tutorial on how to make your own invoice for your business, and I hope that you have a happy day making invoices. And yeah. Okay, so this is an assignment for my school obviously, but I'll just post it on my main channel just so I have some stuff to post. Okay, bye bye. Thanks for watching.